Hey guys, what's going on? Justin here from Go To Realtors, bringing you another real estate article that we kind of want to dissect and go into. In today's day and age, I'm sure all of you are very aware of all these scams that have been going on and frauds. So this is now, I think, the second one that I've heard of where these crooks essentially did identity theft and were able to sell someone else's house that actually didn't belong to them, that they didn't own. So here, this article on CP24, what had happened was these individuals contacted an agent to sell this property. They were able to show a driver's license that was obviously fake, that they own the property. The agent tried to do their due diligence as best as they could. However, they got duped. So now when we're going through this, there is something called title insurance. And now what title insurance is it describes the right of somebody's ownership to land. So now you can pay for title insurance when you're buying a house, which kind of helps you in the, I guess, gray area where it's not really the homeowner's fault that this had happened to them. And it kind of protects them that they were, in fact, frauded against. So what they say here in this article is the agents need to take steps, which is totally correct. They need to be verifying IDs. We have a software called Geo Warehouse, which tells us who owns the property, what they bought it for, what year. Now, unfortunately, myself as an agent, there are times where, you can do your due diligence and things do just happen. If somebody's giving you a fake ID and you're doing everything you can to best verify it, I mean, you could be duped as well, which isn't really fair. So something that I recommend would be there's Equifax Canada, or even these smaller kind of companies like Credit Karma, and I think there's like Boral and other things like that, where you sign up, you enter in all of your information, SIN card, all of that fun stuff, and monthly you keep track to make sure that there aren't any inquiries that have been made under your credit that obviously weren't yourself. It also kind of keeps you up to date with what your debt is, making sure, obviously, there is no debt that was taken on by somebody else. And, I mean, it kind of does prevent another kind of scapegoat in protecting yourself. Obviously, nobody wants to be frauded, but things do happen. It is nobody's fault to put blame on, but, of course, when something bad like this happens, obviously somebody's got to be blamed. So as an agent myself, I always recommend to my clients, like I mentioned, Equifax, Credit Karma, Boral, all those things, just to make sure that you're on top of it. And as an agent, other things that you can do to verify that you're not being duped is calling, these jobs that these people work at, kind of going deeper into the scope of not just selling their house, kind of just making sure they are who they are. Another thing that we actually do is something called FinTrack, where we have to verify their job, verify that they're not a terrorist, there is no money laundering. Oftentimes, some agents do this at the end of a deal, when it should always be done first and foremost to make sure that you are being prompt, you are doing your due diligence. So there are a few things that, as an agent or as a homeowner, that you can do to protect yourself. Any comments, questions, concern, please feel free. Like the video, leave a question below. Always happy to help, always happy to give some wisdom. This is Justin, Go To Realtors. Until the next one.